for the start, regarding the destruction of the terror infrastructure, at least 6 out of 9 targeted sites or terror camps have been hit. That is determined beyond any doubts. All have been targeted very precisely. So these facilities are knocked out. That said, destroying the entire terror infrastructure would take much more effort, which is why it is important that in reaction to Pakistani, actually unprovoked retaliation, the government in New Delhi and the leadership of the Indian armed forces have opted to go for an all-out attack on Pakistan, to call off all of its bluffs and to de facto disarm its nuclear deterrent. So, as such, the Operation Sindoor was partially successful in regards of destroying the terror infrastructure, but highly successful in regards of significantly weakening Pakistan to the degree where it became unable to defend itself from conventional strikes of the the Indian armed forces, and had no ability to strike back upon India, and had no other option but to sue for ceasefire.
Right. Mr. Tom, Western media seemed to have ignored India's proof of damage to Pakistani assets and rather relied on Pakistani military briefings, which were built on fake narratives and disinformation. How do you look at Western media outlets' hypocrisy, when it comes to the coverage of India-Pakistan conflict?
I'm saying this again and again. Whatever India does, West is going to blame it for whatever Pakistan has done. So you simply kind of can't be right. Part of the reason is that you are allied with Russia, or at least buying Russian armament. Another, of course, is that Pakistan is buying or is donated U.S. armament. And since this U.S. armament is so precious to the Americans and they're considering it an issue of honor, there are some of the holy F-16s is shot down or not. Therefore, it can't be that any was shot down and India cannot be successful. I have reviewed a few of assessments and analyses of different colleagues in the West last night, and it's just quite typical to see. They were all publishing ever more about the showdown between India and Pakistan on 8th of May or 9th of May, and on the morning of 10th of May, and ever since they're all quiet. They are all busying themselves with some other topics, so they are ignoring what has happened to Pakistan, what has India achieved. This is why I'm concerned that it might take a while for the Western politics to figure out the new realities between India and Pakistan, which is Pakistan cannot defend itself, cannot defend even its nuclear storage facilities. So that is my biggest concern, that the West is going to miss an opportunity to reorganize its politics towards India and start relations anew. It's a good opportunity, but it's unlikely to happen. As for reasons I said, there is lots of ignorance in this regards, lots of bias, absolutely unsubstantiated bias, even more so because West is at least as much troubled by religiously motivated terrorism as India has been. Excuse me for opinion. So that is basically my answer to your question.